Hi everyone, my name is Om Prakash, and in this video I'll explain what's new in Ansible version 2.10. So like any other releases, there are a lot of bug fixes and improvements in this release, but let's see what's actually new in this latest version of Ansible. So most of the Ansible elements are split off from the base repo and made into Ansible content collections or collections. So when I say Ansible content, it's nothing but the modules and plugins. Okay, I'll show the same in Ansible GitHub repository. Right now I'm in devel branch. Let me switch it to stable to .9. Let's change to lib Ansible modules directory. So here you can find all the 4,000 plus modules that are currently available in Ansible. But when I change to stable 210, you can notice that there are only minimal set of modules currently present with the stable latest stable release of Ansible. So yeah, most of the modules and plugins are gone from the base repo, and it has been made into a new thing called collections. Let's see more about collections in the later slides. Now you may ask that okay, most of the modules and plugins are not present in the base repo. Now how I can upgrade or work with Ansible 2.10? It's very simple. You have to install Ansible base. It's an execution engine that is a boilerplate code along with the executable binaries like Ansible Playbook, Ansible Galaxy, etc. It also contains a very small set of built-in plugins and modules. So let's install Ansible base. Before that, I will create a virtual environment. So let's check the version. As you can see, it's Ansible 2.10 beta release, and let's also check the modules path. So as you notice in the GitHub repo, even here we can find the minimal set of modules, and let's also execute Ansible -doc -l. So basically this command lists all the modules that are now present with the installed version of Ansible. wc-l. So currently there are 68 modules present with Ansible base package. And yeah, so that's how you install Ansible base. Now let's see what is Ansible collections. So collection is a new distribution format to package and deliver all types of Ansible content. So the reason why collection came into existence is because until Ansible 2.9 version or earlier versions, you have to wait for the new major release to use any new feature, or say a minimum of 6 months. But with collections, you don't have to wait for that long. You can directly develop modules or plugins and then create your own collection and then plug it with Ansible and you can use it. So collection is more modular. It's like a building block. You can you just have to download it and then call it in your playbook, or say in your mention the collection path in ansible.cfg file, and then it's done. So the playbooks will use like latest modules or even say plugins. So the components are well defined as there is a standard for the directory structure. It can be imported using Ansible Galaxy utility tool, and by default all the collections are installed in path.ansible collections Ansible collections under the user's home directory. So yeah, like I said, to install you have to use Ansible Galaxy command, and when you run Ansible Galaxy collection install, it will basically fetch the collection from Galaxy server. And if you are planning to install more than 10 collections, you can put all the collection name in requirements.yaml file and then just run Ansible Galaxy install -r requirements.yaml. So let's see how to install a collection. And before that, just look into this count. Before installing a collection, the total number of modules that are present in this machine is 68. So let me install a collection. I will install AWS collection, for example. Okay, the collection is installed, and let's go and check the collection path. Collections. Here you can find Amazon. This is the namespace name, Amazon, and AWS, which is the collection name. So here you can find a couple of directories. Let's get into plugins. Basically, under plugins directory, you will find all the modules and plugins. And let's go to modules directory. Here you can find all the EC2 modules. So this is how we install collections. And to install a collection using requirement.yaml, just create a file called requirements.yaml. And let's say collections. So if it's role, you will define role. But right now we're going to install a collection. So the keyword is collections. So now this command will install all the collections that are listed in requirements.yaml file. Okay, yeah, so all the collections are installed. So this is the collections directory structure. As I said, this is the collection name. Docs contains the documentation, like the offline documentation of any modules that are present under this collection. And galaxy.yaml file contains the version, author name, and dependencies if there are any for this collection. And under plugins, you will find all the modules and plugins like lookup, callback, inventory, all types of plugins specific to this collection, and roles and playbooks, etc. Now, how to access the contents from Ansible collections? So to access the modules or plugins from Ansible collections, you have to use the namespace name. I installed Amazon.aws, and there Amazon is a namespace name and AWS is a collection name. So to access the modules under this collection, you have to use the fully qualified collection name. That is also known as FQCN. For example, let's say I wanted to use EC2 module, and if I wanted to use the EC2 module in my playbook, I have to call the FUCN name like amazon.aws.ec2. Even let's take an example of Ansible doc. Let me type Ansible -doc and then amazon.aws.ec2. So if you can see the module path, it's under user's home directory collection path, and then namespace name, collection name, and then the module directory. And under that, you can find ec2.py module. So that's where Ansible is, reading the module file from. So that's how we use Ansible content. The modules from Ansible collections. Next, so you may ask that, okay, I have to install Ansible base and then I have to install collection separately. But the playbook which I'm already using contains so many modules. And what if those modules are not present in the collections which I have installed? That is, answer for that is you have to install the collections. If you're missing out few modules, then you have to make sure that you install the specific collections. Or you can also try Ansible Alpha, and Ansible Alpha is released by the community team. It's also known as Ansible Community Distribution, also known as ACD. It's like how Fedora is for RHEL. So it contains the base package, as well as it comes with a wide range of Ansible collections by default. And if you go and check this link, I'll share this link in the video description. And whenever you install Ansible Alpha, it installs all these collections by default. So in this way, your playbook won't break. For example, the playbook which is compatible with Ansible version 2.9, that will still work with Ansible 2.10 if you install Ansible Alpha. So you don't have to worry about the collections or say the Ansible base package. Just install Ansible base and then it's done. So yeah, let's look into it. So this is how you install Ansible. So before installing Ansible, let me delete all the installed collections so that I can compare it. So all the collections are deleted right now. And let me create a virtual env, Ansible -alpha. Okay, awesome. Source. So this is a command to install Ansible alpha package. So right now Ansible base or Ansible alpha is not available as RPM package. You just have to install it using pip as a Python module. So make sure you have installed Python pip in your servers. So now it's installing. As you can see, it's also installing Ansible base as well as Ansible collections package. Okay, the package is successfully installed now. Okay, so the package is successfully installed, and let's go and check the Ansible version. You will see the same version number in the output, but if you type Ansible -doc -l and let's say wc -l, you can ignore this deprecation warning. It's just from OpenStack modules. But if you see the module count, it's 4,000 plus. So after installing Ansible Alpha, we get all the modules that are that were present in Ansible 2.9 or earlier versions. So your playbook won't break. So just install Ansible Alpha, which installs Ansible base as well as wide range of collections, and you're good to go. So that's something new in Ansible version 2.10. And here are some useful links. If you want to know more about collections, you can go to this link. So there are few FAQs where you will find questions and answers for the same from this page. And you can also refer these links on how to develop collections. And recently, Abhijit Kasude is one of the software engineer who works for Ansible. Like presented on how to create Ansible collection. So I will share this link in the video description. You can go and check that out as well. And you can refer this link to know how to use Ansible collections, in your playbook. So that's all I wanted to share for this presentation, and thanks for watching. Check out the video description for presentation links and more details, and hope to see you guys in the next video.